Alright, what is up YouTube? Back for another Kingdom Rush video, and we're on our way. We've 1, 2, 3, 4, this is the 5th level, doing the Golden Brewery, and we're doing the standard mode on the veteran. Let's go ahead and look at our hero power upgrades. Brute Force, Duelist at level 2 points, or 1 point each, and then Inspiring Leader is 2 points. And then fully upgraded, we have our hero ability. Level 4 hero, should have something like a level 4 hero right now. Upgrade tree, I'm going to reset it again. Put everything into reinforcements, except we're going to put 1 point into Blitz Tactics instead of the Back to Battle, because I like this better. Up to you, that's what I choose. Let's go ahead and hop into the video. Right, don't you just love these cool level designs? They did a really good job with this in there. Oh yeah, if you click on this, I believe this is another achievement you can get if you give him enough beers. Yep, there we go. And we are defending things coming this way, and we also have things coming from up here. So 2 different choke points. We're going to be moving our Hurons, likely. And over here we have the Dwarf Bruisers and the Warmer Guards. So we'll go ahead and put maybe some barracks here. You have 320 gold to start with. I'm going to throw some archers.
The night is dark.
And then we'll want probably a mage tower and then maybe some barracks right there. This is a very good place to put a barracks. So it's kind of tucked out of the way. Not going to be very useful as a tower, but as a barracks, very useful. And we can put mage. And then here we can also probably do another mage. But maybe we start with, yeah, we'll just do archer. Let's just do archer. Archer's always the right answer. Almost. Now, one thing I haven't really touched on in this series is selling towers. Generally speaking, you don't need to sell your towers unless it's a very tough level. The game actually recommends you sell towers if they are being used inefficiently, and I would agree to a certain extent. However, I just like almost never sell my towers because I don't have I usually don't have a need to. Some levels I will sell towers, but very, very rarely. We'll go ahead and put a barracks there. I'm assuming we're going to need it, so we'll put a barracks there, and then on this side we can just do another archer. There is kind of a balance in this game between doing doing a lot of like towers versus having a couple towers that are really strong. And some levels you just kind of want to find that sweet spot. Up here we have chomp bots coming down. You can see where they're going to come this way. So we will want another mage tower. We'll put one here, and then we'll call it with an arrow. We can move our hero. When busy, don't let him just stand off in the corner somewhere, because if he's not attacking, he's not doing damage. That's damage he could be doing, so very important that your hero is always doing something.
Any last words?
We're gonna have him stand in tower range, so we'll just bring him in. And it'd be a good place for your hero ability as well. You can call it in early. There we go. Pop these down. Generally speaking, if you want to upgrade your towers, you got to think of where you can put them. It's going to reach everything. Like this guy can, if you upgrade this one, he'll reach all of this stuff. Versus here, he'll only be able to reach this angle. So it's just more of an angle that they can reach, and that allows them to do more damage. So, and we'll probably put maybe a rockets here. So. Nope, one guy away. I'm gonna have my hero chase this guy down. I don't want to use my hero power. Okay, so new tip. Some enemies have different levels of magic resistance. That's important too. These guys, you'll start to see, the Sulfur Alchemists have magic resistance. So that means they're weak against archers and your rockets, but they are strong against your mage towers. So building all mage towers is not always a good thing. And our hero also does physical damage, so that means that they're weak against our hero as well.
Aim high. true.
So once again, archers are your friend.
Fight fire with fire.
I think we'll put a barracks back here. I don't want my hero's gonna have to. We're gonna have to micro our hero eventually. It's gonna be useful having barracks. Probably barracks over there. So anyway, let's go. The Soul Alchemist heals the dwarves and then does a lot of damage. Basically, you want it's kind of the same situation as any other range, and you want to plop your hero and reinforcements down on top of them, and not let the alchemist just stand there and snipe your guys, because they will just snipe your guys down. And if they're walking past your archers, that's great too, because they don't do a whole lot of damage. They don't, or they're very weak against physical damage, so they can just get picked apart. And while I was talking, the guy just got away. Hopefully we can chase them down without having to rely on our soul impact. I think we'll just barely make it with them. Yes. May have to use soul impact anyway, unfortunately. Yeah, let's just do it. Okay. I'm teaching. And then over here, well, a lot of money to spend.
My aim is flawless.
Let's make some kebabs.
Are you not entertained?
Your hero up, just gonna get into action. Where that action may be. I'm always worried about the spiders because they have this habit of slipping past your defenses. They're so quick.
The night is dark.
I'm not so worried about the other bigger slow enemies. Tend to not be as big much of a problem as the quicker enemies can slip past.
Let's make some kebabs.
All these tridents just being chucked.
Are you not entertained?
Guy's getting pummeled. Pop our hero ability down. You can see that level 3 hero ability is so good, almost just does so much damage, it's crazy. And the hero is almost dead, so we'll move him away. Good upgraded mage tower here. Very useful with all these armored guys.
Any last words?
Okay, and we're gonna probably look to get an upgraded mage tower. I was wanting to put some rockets down. We may do that in the back. We already wave 7. We're almost wave 8 now.
Let's make some kebabs.
And we get another new enemy. So quarry workers, frantic miners who have an insane love for digging. They have to tunnel through underground to find the best route. And these guys can also be a problem because they can just they just go right underneath your people. That's a problem. We just dodged our stuff, but if you plop reinforcements down on top of these guys, of course they will be forced to fight and not run away. So just keep that in mind.
Aim high, aim true. Light my fire.
Get a mage tower.
Make some kebabs.
Are you not entertained? Strength and honor.
Hopefully the spiders don't come the other way. Oh my gosh, these guys. We can go. I think we'll build a rocket there just to do a little bit of damage. Really, it's our hero's almost dead, and then they can run away. Okay, so another thing, your hero doesn't actually die if he's moving. So if as long as he's running away from stuff, he won't actually die. And that's kind of interesting. Is that if they're moving, like this goes for barracks as well. If your barracks are moving, they won't die. So just keep that in mind. If your hero's about to die, as long as he starts moving, he's not actually going to die while he's moving. He can't attack and he can't stall enemies, but he won't die. So it's kind of like invincibility frames.
Let's make some kebabs.
Man flesh. Brawl beats brawl.
There's probably a good place to do it here.
Entertained.
This might sting.
Getting upgrade tower here. Oh, the enemy's coming. Which direction?
Any last words?
And we have another new enemy. So, standard Geomancer is slow. Increase durability when blocked. Thank you guys. Not much else to say. I believe they're weak against mage.
Strength
They
and
are
honor.
obviously very resistant against physical attacks. I think I will take a look. Go see them.
Man flesh.
Yeah. Oh, no resistance at all, just a ton of armor, and they gain resistance when they block stuff.
Sting.
Okay, so now you're starting to come down here. You may want to upgrade and get a level 3 archer tower right here.
Brawl beats
And I'm just gonna let these guys run real fast and focus on these instead. These are a little more threatening.
Any last words?
Are you not
And throw down here. These slow guys usually aren't a problem. They become very, very tanky when they start to block stuff. So generally, you just let them walk past and you snipe them, pick them apart.
strength and honor?
We'll put a
Fire with fire.
barracks here
Warrior.
and a mage tower at the end.
Man flesh. Brawl beats brawl.
Let's make some kebabs.
All the way there. You can upgrade. Get a little bit more resistance.
Are you not entertained?
This might sting.
It's kind of about focusing on the people that are important to kill, and then some of the guys later on you can focus on you want to know who to kill in this level. Not all enemies are created equal. Some you want to just kind of let them live for a while, and some are much more important. Okay.
Man flesh.
Here we're just gonna focus on the scientists. Gotta ignore these guys because they will die on their own, so we don't really need to do too much.
Let's make some kebabs.
These guys, these tunnel guys are kind of scary just because they move quick and they dodge your defenses, but they do die really quickly once they are actually focused on. So just keep that in mind. And here I'm not sure where I'm gonna put our stuff. Maybe you'll get an upgraded mage tower. Okay, good idea.
Light my fire. Brawl beats brawl.
Any last words?
Upgraded mage towers are good. And then see our hero is dying really quickly. I'm gonna move him away before he dies.
Strength.
Mouse slipped.
Let's make some kebabs.
We haven't been using our soul impact. I could have used it earlier this level and it'd been fine. I haven't used it at all because I haven't seen too many good spots to use it. But hopefully, we'll use it before this level is over.
An arrow to your knee.
Okay, now I think it's important to talk about this tower. We have our level 4 towers and they're rapid fire, really good.
Might sting.
The archer towers.
Are you not entertained?
I put it here because it can reach everything. Like it reaches this whole area.
Strength and honor.
And we'll go ahead and just
My aim is
do a level 3 there.
Man flesh.
Any last words?
But I do like these level 4 archers. Very quick. Crow isn't all that useful. I do find that the shadow marks are very good, especially for marking enemies who have lots of HP. Basically, if something gets marked, they take more damage. So you want ideally you want like very strong enemies to get marked, so they just get chiseled down much quicker. Small guys aren't that useful to get marked just because they will die before they'll die anyway, so it doesn't really matter to mark them. And you'll see these Infernal Mages, which I really like. They're very similar to the Wizard Towers back in Kingdom Hearts Frontiers. Very powerful.
Any last words?
Okay, we're not going to. Ooh, these are small attacks.
Beats brawn.
What's so bad? No, we're not going to try to block these things. I think I'm just going to deliberately avoid them to let them walk past. My troops seem to have different opinions. Don't fight, don't fight, don't fight! There we go. We'll have our Brewery stand there. Enough food. And enough food again. So you're using your money. Focus on these guys. And we'll probably build another mage tower here. There we go.
From fire reborn.
Any last words?
Go here, one up here. And we'll call it early.
Let's make some kebabs.
Brawl beats brawn. Are you not entertained? Puny humans.
We want these guys to just hopefully don't attack at all.
Growing mayhem.
There we go.
Aim
We can
high.
maybe build up some of these guys. I don't want them to slip past.
This might sting.
Ooh, a lot of stuff going on here.
Strength and honor. Light my fire.
I don't know if they're gonna slip past or not, but I want to make sure they don't. I don't have too many defenses down here, so I'm gonna move a hero down here. We have a lot of defenses. It's a very heavily defended area, so I'm not worried at all about this area. And looks like we're able to wrap this up. So, yeah, tip, we're gonna not block these things, just because we don't want them to die very quickly, and they actually take more damage when they're not blocked, so
Let's make some kebabs.
I'm just gonna try to snipe. We can drop our small impact just for fun, and we won't game. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Easy level. Ta-da! Okay. Some more points, and we upgraded a new hero, but like I said, for this run, we're not, or for this walkthrough, we're not going to use any other heroes. I'm going to stick with the original. I like the original. I think he's a very solid hero. The other ones are cool, but I'm not going to be buying anything because I feel like that's cheating. And I'm not going to be... I'm going to stick with the original hero just so you guys can see. Read later. So we do have a new hero. You can use it if you want, but I'm not going to be doing that. It starts out at level 3. We already have level 5 here, so... No reason. We're just going to keep our hero the way he is. Alright, I will see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Until next time.